But as I took action and executed and worked, it could have been any company. It could have been glasses, could have been coffee, could have been PET bottles, right. Could have been anything. As the momentum grew and I put my passion and love into the project, doesn't matter what it was, PE bottle, glasses, whatever, then I found meaning. You know, I built a team, I executed, I put my time and energy into it, and the meaning came. I don't think I have the personality. Unless our vision deeply aligns, like we're doing something for the greater cause, then it can work out, but otherwise I don't think I can work for someone else. Most bees are like doing the day-to-day work, like 80-90% of them. And then there's like 10% of bees that go out and find the new flowers. And these are like the creative ones that like take a risk. So like, what the hell are you talking about? Pee bottle? Nobody took me seriously. And then it started to work out and then everyone...
What were the numbers? What did you present?
About a million.
About a million.
Yeah.
In how long?
Since like a year since we started.
And how many pieces?
If you move to the place with the type of people you want to be like around, like move to New York, move to the big city, especially if you're young, I think it's really important. Move to the right environment, because environment shapes us. Environment is everything.
¿Qué es el éxito?
Dinero,
Empoderamiento,
aprendizaje, viajes,
crecimiento, emprendimiento,
salud.
Familia.
Hablemos de éxito. Todos los viernes en YouTube.
En conversación con Henry Snow, empresario y CEO de Get Sport, el tiburón que conquistó Shark Tank, pero sobre todo, un humano bien chingón.
Henry, welcome to the show. Very, very excited that you're here. We're going to do the intro later. But the first question, and it's usually in Spanish, so hablemos de éxito. Let's talk about success. What is success to you?
What is success to me? Success to me is, for me, I'm just naturally, a lot of people have constant thoughts in their head. They have a monologue. I have zero. Right now, I don't have a talking voice in my head. Do you have a talking voice? Is there something you don't, huh?
No, I don't think so.
There's like half of people, I don't know what the percentage is, 60, 70% or 30% or so. There's a constant monologue, like all the time. Like, I want to get a coffee, let's go get a coffee. I need this, I need that. It's always talking. There's an inner monologue always talking in your head.
But they don't enjoy the here and now. The present, no? Because you already have a monologue that it's kind of pre-recorded.
Yeah, so you're never
in the here.
Never in the here and now, if you're constantly. So
right.
A lot of meditation is about calming the inner monkey mind, the inner monologue. Right. So I don't know why, but I never had that. And I think 40% of people or so don't have it. And I don't know if it's right or wrong, but my opinion is I think we're taught to have the inner monologue, like when you were kids in school with writing and, because babies, dogs, animals, they don't have this. They're not talking to themselves all the time in their head, right?
Interesting.
They're just in the present. Like imagine how a dog thinks.
Right.
Like a dog is just...
I see food, give me food.
A dog is just like, he imagines, food, he imagines the beach, let's go to the beach. Like, yeah. I don't know how, but probably images or,
Right.
And I think like that. And again, I don't know if it's better or worse, but like 90% of all this meditation stuff is about calming this inner voice, which probably has been taught to most people through writing as a kid or reinforced. So I'm very grateful just to be present and not have a voice in my head all the time.
What a different response.
Because a lot of people have it and they suffer with it. And I guess success is being present.
Okay, gotcha.
Being present, for sure. As long as you're present and I slept good, I ate good, and that's all I need, Yeah, focusing on the present and a little bit on the future and learning from the past, sort of what I try to do.
Are you successful today?
Yeah, by those metrics, yeah. But I'm always building, and maybe sometimes I'm a little too future focused. So I need to bring myself back to the present, to be more grateful, and continue building. It's a balance.
Very cool. Tell us who Henry is. Tell us who Henry is from a childhood point of view.
From a childhood point of view.
Yes.
Like when I was a kid.
Yes.
What was I as a kid? Well, my parents came from Ukraine.
Okay.
And I was born in the US. My brother was born a few years later. So we grew up with these Soviet parents, with the Soviet mentality, you know? Which is, I'm naturally an extrovert, but my parents are naturally introverts, and they also had this Soviet mentality of like, you know, don't trust everyone, you know, which is bad, but it can also be good because they also taught me to don't trust the government, don't trust this, don't trust doctors, you know. So then I naturally grew up thinking, okay, you know, I should think for myself. And I guess maybe that's what both my brother and I are entrepreneurs. Maybe that's what my parents are not at all. Maybe that's why we are, because they taught us this skepticism. So we grew up in the most entrepreneurial country in the world, the US, with the mentality, the opposite mentality of Soviet Union. It used to be communist. So we had both worlds in our growing up. So that taught me to, you know, it gave me perspective. And then I grew up in Ohio until I was 11. You know, we grew up in a suburban house. You know, my parents didn't have that much money, but we did have a small house. And my dad had an IT job. So he came all the way from Ukraine, he didn't speak much English, learned English, got a job at some company in Columbus, Ohio. So we grew up in Ohio. And I don't know, because of these two perspectives, I was always very entrepreneurial. I started like selling stuff on eBay, like I had garage sales all the time. But I don't know, I just naturally just growing and selling stuff. I don't know, it came from this perspective maybe of these two countries.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was a huge difference.
What a great perspective that gave you. From very conservative and not trusty to like, let's trust and let's sell and let's connect and build relationships, really.
Yeah, well, you need both. I mean, what is it? What's the word? I forgot what the word was. Pessimistic something. Like, as an entrepreneur, you need to see the problems too.
Right.
And make them better.
Fix problems.
You fix problems, yeah.
So that was you in Ohio until 11.
Yeah.
What happened? You're selling on eBay and
Selling on eBay. I started one of the best things my parents ever did for me. Well, actually, I don't know if it was the best or the worst, but I got a computer when I was like 9.
Okay.
And I started playing around, looking on the internet, and I also got a little scooter, an e-scooter. You know, one of those like Razor type scooters that I zip around the neighborhood in. We got one of those, and I saw that they had a dealer program on the box, like sort of like a drop shipping scheme thing. I don't know, the company was trying to sell more scooters.
Okay.
So as a kid, I researched it.
That's funny. You're 9?
I was 9. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know where this creative drive came from. I just wanted to do stuff. I don't know. Now that I look back when I was 9 years old, I still have some of it, but it's much less now that I'm older. Back then, I would just do stuff. I don't know where the inspiration came from, the creativity or whatever it's called.
It's in your DNA. You had it.
I guess. So I just started building the scooter website to sell these scooters. I was like 9, 10 years old. It took me like 6 months to build a website. I was learning. Back then was Yahoo Answers. That's how you found out questions and stuff. So the scooter company I had this weird name. I don't know. It was kind of based on Google. It's called iVoog, ivoog.com. I don't know why I came up with this name. Kind of reminded me of Google. So that was the name of the scooter company. And if you search like on Yahoo Answers, iVoog, you see all these, like back in the day, it was like, how do I center like this HTML thing? How do I do this? Like all over our SEO of the scooter company is just a bunch of Yahoo Answers. How to center stuff, how to build the website. It was me like 10 years old trying to build it.
It's insane. I've never heard of that. A 10-year-old building a website for a scooter company.
And it took like 6 months to build a website. Eventually launched it and started running Google ads to the website. Oh, and I had a 1-800 number forward to our phone, and I would answer customer service calls and sales calls.
What would your parents
say? I would
say?
like lower my voice, hello.
And you were making money?
We start around, this made money. This made, for a 10, 11-year-old, 9, 10, 11 years old, like during these years, I don't know, we made like $50K a year, probably.
Wow.
As an 11-year-old.
Were your parents surprised?
They were proud, yeah, they were proud. Yeah, I remember visiting my dad's cousin, and I would always pick up the phone and answer customer calls when I was like 11. And he was like, wow, what is he doing? It was crazy.
Good for you. You sold it?
I never sold this company. I tried to sell it like a few years later. So what happened was we moved, I went to middle school, high school, and I sort of stopped working on it. And maybe when I was 15, I think, I thought about selling it. And I remember this very clearly, actually, because then we moved to New Jersey. I went to high school in New Jersey. And I met some
Where in New Jersey?
Fort Lee.
Okay.
Yeah, right across the George Washington Bridge. Yeah. I found these two guys who buy businesses, and I pitched them to buy the scooter company. So we had a meeting in New York. I put on a suit, 15 years old. I took my friend to also wear a suit to pretend to be my business partner. And we sat there, and they lowballed us. They're like, we'll buy it for $1,000. I was like, come on, guys, what the hell? Came all the way here, and they only offered $1,000. So that was the only time I tried to sell it. Didn't work out. I rebought the domain recently. So we still have iVoog.com.
Oh, wow. Is that something you still want to do?
Scooter company? No, I just own the domain for, for the nostalgic purposes. And then, so I sort of stopped working on it. But I made $50K, $60K a year or so, like every year.
So cool.
So I had enough money to do whatever I wanted as a teenager. So I got into, what I wanted to do back then was I wanted to completely change my environment, get out, and go somewhere far away. I was sick with living with my parents. I wanted to get the hell out. So I found a study abroad program in Japan. I was like, this is the furthest away place I can think of. Let's go check it out. I got in. I had some funds to pay for myself. So at 16 years old, first time abroad in a foreign country, I went to Tokyo to a Japanese high school. I had Japanese host parents who didn't speak much English, like totally dropped in the middle of a random foreign country.
Oh, wow.
All by myself. And that was a whole journey. The Japanese high school had like 5,000 kids and 3 exchange students, like me, an American, an Australian guy, and a Korean girl. That was it. Everybody else was Japanese. It was like a crazy, crazy experience.
I can imagine, but how fun.
Yeah, fun. At first I was like, oh, what am I doing here? I was stressing out. I was 16. But completely changing my environment completely changed me. Like I had to evolve and just learn new things, do things differently. It was an experience. And that was like a turning point in my life. Now that I look back, like from 16 until now, I'm an adult. And then before 16, I was a child.
And your parents were okay with you going to Japan by yourself at 16?
My parents, my mom was I remember her crying at the airport when I was leaving, and then but they were supportive and helping me do things.
Great. What
Yeah.
did that teach you?
Going to Japan.
Yeah. What do you have now from Japan?
Man, there's a different perspective on everything. Like and if I think like if I went to like Brazil or something, I think I would be a totally different person. But I went to Japan. And Japanese culture is really unique, right? They're super focused on design, and like the typography is very beautiful. If you've ever been to Japan, like all the ads are really nice. But it's also a very like, it's like Germany times 100. Mm-hmm. It's like very strict culture. So you sort of adapt, obviously, to the places you go. So I adapted a little bit of Japanese culture. It's very polite. It's very, you don't really express yourself that much. It's actually similar to like Soviet culture that my parents had. But if I had went to like Brazil or like Mexico, like
crazy
Puerto Rico, it's like that. It's like the opposite spectrum, I like that more. I like more expressing yourself, but in Japan is not that. So I learned a lot about different cultures and how people express themselves. Like there's pros and cons. Like pros are, Japan is extremely efficient, very safe, clean, things work. The cons are it's very frowned upon to express yourself.
Right.
Right? So like the opposite of a Latin country.
Right. They're both good.
They both have pros and cons, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, no, it taught me a lot. And then, and ever since then, I started traveling.
When did you leave Japan?
I left Japan 2010.
Okay. To go where?
I went back to finish high school in Fort Lee.
Okay.
And then after high school, I sort of picked up the scooter business again. And I had a few other freelance projects. Like I had a web design agency and a bunch of other stuff, copywriting agency, whatever, all kinds of stuff. And I was doing it all online, remote. And I thought to myself, like, why would I why would I pay rent, get a car, get a lease? I could just go to Costa Rica or something. So I went to Costa Rica and I started working remotely from there.
Wow.
And way better and way more fun, way better lifestyle. I mean, I have a good work ethic too. I work a lot, but I also like to enjoy life. So I went to a surf town in Costa Rica for 6 months right after high school and just worked remote on my business from there. Met cool people, went surfing. And ever since then, I started traveling. I've been to like 70 countries since then.
Good for you.
Yeah. And I don't know if it was commitment issues, but I never really stayed in one place for too long. But I've learned. Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a few days is way too short. So whenever I go to a place, I try to stay at least 3 months, 2-3 months. Usually the visa is max 3 months, so I do like 90 days and then I leave or come back, but 3 months or so.
Such an interesting human.
Am I?
Yes, I love it. And you have this energy as well.
Oh, okay.
I think that's why I spoke to you the first time, because of your energy and the way you're very mysterious, I seem. Now, a lot of the things you're saying make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, I remember when we met at Tony Robbins.
Yep.
Yeah, Tony Robbins was fun. That was my first Tony event.
That was my first one too. Have you been back?
Not yet, no.
I did. I went to another one. Yeah. So, okay. So you've traveled. Japan left discipline. You became very, you focus. You have great work ethic. You've never worked for anyone?
Very shortly, like a few months, and different gigs, but never long term, no. I don't think I have the personality. Unless our vision deeply aligns, like we're doing something for the greater cause, then it can work out, but otherwise I don't think I can work for someone else.
That is such an interesting point.
Yeah.
So you've never seen a structure that works, that you're a part of the team? I
I mean, I have been, but I I worked for like a digital nomad retreat company for a while. We would run retreats around the world. We did one in Portugal in 2016, one of the best summers of my life. Like we had like 100 people who work remotely for 3 months, living in the city center of Porto, Portugal. We rented a bunch of Airbnbs, we had a co-working space in the middle, and it was just 100 cool people living together for 3 months. It was amazing. That was amazing, but it's not really a job. It was more of like, it's not a standard job. I was just facilitating and helping run things. But I've never been a part of as an employee in a corporate team structure.
Do you miss it? Do you want to be? Have you ever?
I want to build, so like you, I want to build a physical business. Like these coffee shops, like I want to touch the walls,
Right.
paint stuff.
It's
like
fun.
this is my toilet, let's make it nice.
Right.
And I'm slowly getting into that. Like one of my visions is, maybe P Sport will transition into a more physical business. It's already becoming more physical, right? We're gonna need offices soon. We're gonna need a physical team. I do believe in having a physical team in person.
Okay.
I don't believe in remote work is not. It is not. I'm sure you agree. It's not if all your employees, everybody's remote. It's not as fun. It's not as productive. It doesn't work. Like Elon Musk does the same thing.
You analyze a lot of humans that you admire. They inspire you.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is one of them?
Well, I never met him personally, so I don't know how he is in person, but he is an inspiring person for sure.
Why?
Yeah. I mean, dude, the things he's built, the things he's it's insane. All these companies, SpaceX, Tesla, his crazy work ethic. I mean, I don't think it would be happy to be him, but he's very inspiring.
How about Steve Jobs? I know we've talked about him.
Same. I don't
Why?
think
Why Steve Jobs?
Same. He had a vision. He's built these. Man, he's a leader who has a vision and implements it. Very few people in the world who really do that. Like I was talking with a friend recently. I don't know. It's super interesting. He's very interested in bees, like beekeeping bees, and how most bees are like doing the day-to-day work, like 80-90% of them. And then there's like 10% of bees that go out and find the new flowers. And these are like the creative ones that like take a risk. So they're the risk takers. And then Elon's a huge risk taker. Steve Jobs a huge risk taker. I'm not at that level, but I also take risks. Otherwise, none of these businesses would have existed. Correct. I mean, I put all my money into a pea bottle.
Tell us about the pea bottle. My gosh. What a cool concept. What a weird concept.
Very weird concept. Two years ago, I remember asking investor friends, I'm like, what do you think about this? I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Pea bottle? Nobody took me seriously. And then it started to work out. And then everyone reaches out to me after it makes money.
Okay, so what happened? What was the inspiration? What happened?
Okay, the pea bottle story?
Yes.
So
it's your project today.
Yeah. So I was doing, I was in a camper van.
Okay.
I was doing a camper van trip, just me and my dog.
Okay.
We were in...
How is your dog?
My dog is amazing. Yeah, she's with my mom right now.
Okay.
Yeah, she's doing very well.
I remember when you adopted her. She travels the world with you.
Yeah, we've been all over Europe, all over US.
Yes.
So we were in Europe, in Switzerland, northern Italy. I rented a camper van.
I remember.
I was doing a camper van trip with my dog, Bella. And in a camper van, you have to pee. Did not really have a toilet. So I remember driving, I think it was in Switzerland, beautiful mountains in the distance. We're driving on the road, and I pull over. It's like the first or second day in a camper. I really had to pee, there was nothing. I just pulled over, and I peed in the sink. It's an easy thing to do as a guy, right? I see a sink, stand upright and pee in it. So I kept on doing that for a few days. Oh yeah, easy, you just pee in the sink. And the third, fourth day, it started to smell. And I realized, don't pee in the sink because it starts to smell. So, so, so it was a rental van, thank God. So I just cleaned out with some soap, you know, everything's good. And then I started peeing in plastic bottles. I got a plastic bottle, you know, water bottles, with the hole at the top. And that still wasn't ideal, you know. This is one story I always tell. Like, I remember one time I really had to go. I pulled over on the highway, on the side of the road, and my dog was anxious. She was like, "Why did we pull over? You know, let's go for a walk. Let's go running." She was like walking around under me. I really had to pee. I put out the water bottle. I peed like there's a tiny little hole. I peed in the top, and I splashed my dog by accident. And she wasn't happy with that, obviously. So then this was like, why am I peeing in a water bottle? So I Googled pee bottles. This was the start of the company. I Googled pee bottles and all these super ugly plastic jugs. Like, you know, like a milk jug? Yeah, they all look like that. They're the same quality.
Like hospital kind of
like,
sort
yeah,
of.
worse, and even worse, yeah. Yeah, hospital milk jug. I didn't find any good looking one. So naturally I was like, okay, this could be a business idea. And I always have these random ideas. I just launched a website in a few hours. So that's what I did. I designed a nice looking pee bottle based on the silicone water bottle we were talking about.
Right.
Like expandable, portable. Because I saw they have these super ugly, crinkly plastic ones. So I was like, why don't we use silicone? So I made like a design, nice silicone, nice top. It has to be good looking, obviously. Yeah, it just took me like a day or two. I made the design. I put up like a pre-order website. I thought of a name. Like my first choice was, I think, peabottle.com was my first choice, but it was taken and they didn't want to sell it. Second choice was PayPal, like PayPal.
Love it.
And then P-Sport was their third choice. It was available. So I chose psport.com, put up a pre-order landing page, put up the design, like a buy now button, a pre-order where, you know, you got to wait a few months. This is what we're building, like a story. Mm-hmm. And that's it. I forgot about it. Then a few months later, I posted about it on Twitter, on Facebook, and the Twitter post only got like 40 views. And one of the viewers was a guy who works for the blog Gear Junkie. It's like an outdoor camping gear review site. They found the psport.com. They're like, oh, look, this looks cool. It could be great for camping, hiking, outdoors. Like if you're in your tent at 3 a.m. at night, it's great. He wrote about it, he posted about it, and then we got 300 pre-orders. Yeah, just from this post.
No,
yeah, just a few months later. So that was the validation. That was the validation, and then I put more time into it after it was validated. And I built.
Where were you?
Where was I?
Yeah.
I was in Miami. I was back in Miami when this was happening. Yeah.
Okay.
I put up the website. We got pre-orders, and yeah, so that was the validation. And I made the site better. I put more effort into it, and then I started running ads. And maybe 1-2 months later, first on TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah. So one of the ads on TikTok worked really well. And we sold 1,000 pre-orders from this ad. A pretty high return on ad spend, like 4x, 4 or 5x. For a pre-order. You know, if it was actually, you get it immediately, it would have been way higher. Yeah, but yeah. So double validation.
Good for you.
So then I started manufacturing it. That was a whole process, finding a good factory, working with them, making the quality control, you know, learning how to work with a good factory. And
what problem were you fixing, Henry?
The problem I was fixing.
Right, at that time in your mind, what problem are you fixing? As you're taking the pre-orders, as you are developing the idea, working, getting the confirmation that it's working, what are you fixing in your mind? What were you thinking?
I was thinking I need to get these customers a pre-order as soon as possible.
Okay. So no problem was being fixed at that moment. The product was not fixing a problem.
For them, it was fixing multiple problems, like aesthetically, a nice looking pee bottle. Like there's nothing like it.
Why do they need it though?
Well, same problem that I had. Well, I realized as I started working on the company, I had no idea that a lot of people who go camping, hiking, like especially like climbing mountains, extreme weather, they all use pee bottles. Like I thought they just pee in the woods, but it's not practical, especially when it's freezing and it's not safe. So that was a huge market I learned about. Another huge market, probably our number one customer demographic right now, is older men and women, especially men. Like when you're 60 plus, you have a lot of older guys have prostate issues, and some of them pee like every hour. They all use pee bottles like by the bed, in the car.
Oh my.
So this is our number one customer demographic.
Got it.
So it
was a needed product for
pilots, I learned. Pilots of small planes.
Here's a
amazing.
rum
Thank you.
fuse cortado. Oh, thank you so much. Cheers.
Beautiful, wow. Cheers. 787. Wow.
Hope you love it.
I can taste the rum.
Can you?
A little bit.
Good.
Wow. So pilots of small planes, they can't let go of the controls, and you're in a plane for what? Hours.
100%.
They use pee bottles. We're working on military contracts.
Wow.
We just launched on sam.gov all this to get the listing. So we'll see what happens.
Good for you.
Obviously, clinics, hospitals. It's the only Pea Sport is the only good-looking pee bottle out there. Like we like to joke like the Apple iPhone of pee bottles, like pee different, because
I love it.
the competition is all these ugly jugs. Yeah, and also there's no one like me running a pee bottle company. Like the other pee bottles, I don't know who's making them. Probably some guy in China trying to make as much money as possible. So there's not like love in the product.
That's exciting. That's really exciting. Okay, so now you have a product and you were invited or you pitched Shark Tank.
Yeah.
How did that go?
So naturally, Pea Sport is very entertaining product, and we were getting traction. Just early last year, Shark Tank reached out to me, and we started the process.
Wow.
And we got on the show.
Yay!
Flew to LA to film, and man, yeah, it was an experience. It was a very long pitch. Like, you'll see the video. It's like, you guys, you have to watch the episode. It's like one of the most entertaining. I don't know. It's just so entertaining. Like, so I had a Jeep on the set. Actually, and I'll tell you the story. So, to have a car in studio, like legally, the gas tank has to be less than 25% for fire risk, I think. And I couldn't find a Jeep rental with 25% tank of gas, only 100%. So the day before the set, or the day before we were filming, I drove around LA trying to burn all the gas on the Jeep because I was like, I gotta get this car in studio. And Jeeps hold a lot of gas, I learned. Like insane amount. I put it on 4-wheel drive. It's the only time in my life I ever tried to burn gas.
Oh my, right?
But it took like 5 hours of driving or more. Man, it was ridiculous. Yeah, at first I tried to siphon the gas out at a mechanic, but these new Jeep models, they can't do it. They don't let you siphon gas. So like the plan failed. I'm like, okay, I'll just drive it around. And then I drop it off in set. So yeah, we had a whole Jeep on the set. And the episode was like, one of the only episodes with a car in the set. So I like walked in and I get in the Jeep. I'm like, what's up, sharks? I'm like pretending to drive and there's like a road behind me. Like, I really gotta go pee. And I jump out, introducing Pea Sport. I hold it up, like it zooms in and everyone's laughing. So it was a very funny episode. Super funny.
And then? So you did it, okay, fine. You get out, you're peeing, they're laughing.
So
were they taking it seriously?
They took it seriously after I told them our numbers.
What were the numbers? What did you present?
About a million.
About a million.
Yeah.
In how long?
Since a year since we started.
And how many pieces?
How many units sold?
Right.
Like 30,000 or so.
30,000. Everything on your website?
Only on our Shopify website, yeah.
How much money have you spent on, you said 5X, so like 200,000 on ads?
Well, 5X was for the first TikTok ad.
Gotcha.
So a couple 100,000 on ads, yeah. Yeah. Facebook takes a lot of money.
Right? Yes. And Google and everyone.
That's how they're a $1 trillion company.
And how did you get the money to invest? Is it your money? Did you invite investors to come over to Peaceport?
To invest in what?
In ads.
No, we sell and then we reinvest all the profits and then slowly. Yeah, I did not have any investors at all before Shark Tank.
Good for you.
Fully bootstrapped.
Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, so so I prepared very well for the entertainment aspect, the pitch.
Right.
And I sort of forgot that there was a negotiation on Shark Tank. So after driving around, like waving the pee bottle around, being super funny and entertaining, then I was like, oh, okay. I forgot that there's a whole negotiation here. So it took about an hour, maybe up to 90 minutes. We were negotiating back and forth. I woke up at 3 a.m. This was the first person on set. Lights in my face, the 5 sharks, and a lot of back and forth. Like Kevin was grilling me, of course.
What were they telling you? What's a negotiation like?
Like some things I agree with, which is great. Like Lori, so we filmed about 6-7 months ago. So that was the old version of Peaceport. And Lori was like, yeah, you need to change this on the box. You need to do this. I was like, yeah, you're right. But a lot of the sharks, they didn't understand the vision. Kevin understood. Like everybody pees, right? Like pilots, military, hospitals, like the adult diaper industry alone in the US is like billions of dollars. Mm-hmm. So they could all use it. Everyone in the car can have one, why not? Military. Maybe in the future we can do like pee testing, can be a tech company. I don't know. That's one path we can go down.
Right.
That's like multi-billion-dollar company potentially.
That connects to devices, wearables.
Yeah. We can get testing your pee instantly, imagine.
Right.
Yeah, it would be super useful. Especially for women, because women can't pee anywhere like men. You can't just pee in a cup randomly. I don't know if the sharks, maybe it was too funny and they didn't take it seriously at first, except maybe Kevin and Michael. And then Robert, he was like, I don't want to be known as a pee guy, so I'm out.
Okay.
But I get it. But I like to mix funny business and humor with actually helping people. So that's the goal of Peaceport. So we had a long negotiation, and then at the end of the day, I accepted Kevin's deal. And
congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. And since then, we've been in negotiations still with this team, and looking forward to what's going to happen.
When you say negotiation, it's after the show you still can negotiate, or not really?
We finalize all the terms and stuff. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. That was an exciting experience.
Now that you've been in Shark Tank, and now that you've developed your own product, multiple, but for our audience, right, give them value. What is the process like? Is it worth going to Shark Tank? Is it worth taking an investor? Is it worth the exposure that you're getting?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think, what's that term? Like, I think Steve Jobs said this, like, I've never met anyone who I've asked for help and refused. So just apply and ask. Like, apply for Shark Tank, apply for this, apply. Like, if you're willing to put in the work and do it, just apply for whatever you think resonates with you. Like, put the energy out there, you know?
Right.
So I randomly reached out, applied, took me like 10 minutes for Shark Tank, like a year ago or something, and then they called me back. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't be on Shark Tank. Mm-hmm. Or maybe they would have found the company later on, but it would have taken more time.
But maybe. We don't know. It's not. But you applied. You took action.
Take action. Yeah. Take action. Yeah, and again, Elon Musk too. Like, a sense of urgency is important, right? Like, I don't believe in rushing, but I believe it's in between rushing. It's like a calm sense of urgency. You do things fast, but you don't rush.
Right. And what's next for the company?
We're gonna go to 8 figures, 9 figures, and help millions of people be better.
Right. So you are the P guy now.
Kind of. Yeah. Our slogan is don't worry, be happy. So, like the song.
Right. That's great. Congratulations on executing on the idea. Because everyone has ideas, right? And some of them might be amazing and some of them might not, but that's okay. The fact of the matter, for me at least, what I've admired from you and what I've followed through the journey of social media is you've actually executed on the idea. And it's actually making money. Where at the beginning it was, what do you mean a pee bottle? I can pee in a water bottle.
Exactly.
But you know exactly the problems. You lived. Your decisions in life took you there. I remember when you adopted Bella. I remember Bella being on the plane the first time. I remember you renting the cabin and going around Europe, and I was following the journey, and it was better than watching Netflix or better than watching a movie because I was following your journey, someone that I know it's real, that you were traveling by yourself, and all of a sudden you have a companion, and you guys, we got to love Bella through your eyes, and then all of a sudden, pee bottle. And I'm assuming everything you're telling me, that's kind of what I figured. I said, this is what's going on. He's having issues. He's on a van. So this is life, and your decisions and your journey took you to making a decision in business, which is ultimately what we all want, right?
Exactly.
I'm always working. I love coffee. That's why I have a coffee business, because I love coffee, because it's a need for me, because I enjoy developing. We're having the rum infused because it's something I wanted. I wanted to have something that it's not available everywhere. It's something unique and different and differentiators, and I love rum, and rum's Puerto Rican, so why not include coffee, Puerto Rican coffee with rum?
Exactly.
And just come up with something without being or selling alcohol. And that's exactly what you're doing, and it took you to Shark Tank, and you're making sales, and it's going well. So what do we learn from this? What can you teach us? What 3 things can you share to someone that's watching and has an idea but doesn't know how to execute?
So a lot of people they suffer with like existential crises, kind of like, life is meaningless. What am I going to do? This, that, like, and I did too sometimes. And the thing is, I never envisioned myself running a pee bottle company back in the day. That wasn't the plan. But as I took action and executed and worked, it could have been any company. It could have been glasses, could have been coffee, could have been pee bottles, right. Could have been anything. As the momentum grew and I put my passion and love into the project, doesn't matter what it was, PE bottle, glasses, whatever, then I found meaning. I built a team, I executed, I put my time and energy into it, and the meaning came as I was building it. It could have been anything. So it's not about the PE bottle, it's just taking action. It doesn't matter what it is, just to take as much action as possible. And it's worked out. And we're still a young company. We're growing.
Good for you. I'm so exciting to see.
Putting my time and energy into this now, and I'm happy with it. And I'm taking action. I found meaning compared to before. Like just the momentum, The momentum is addictive too. So I just follow the momentum.
Right. So how much time did you spend in between educating people on the product? Because it's something new. There's not a category for it per se, maybe at a pharmacy, but not in a retail store and on the website, on Google or Amazon categories, versus actually running the company and developing products.
Yeah. Well, actually, when we first ran the TikTok ads, that's when I discovered our number one customer demographic until now. It could change, but until now, it's older men.
Okay.
I did not know this. The customers educated me. I had no idea. In my head, I was like camping, I don't know, something like that, but it became older men. And so I didn't need to educate them because they had this huge need it was like a product market fit immediately. They had this huge need that wasn't solved. There was no good looking, nice pee bottle out there that they, still helped them with their dignity. Nobody wants to be seen with the plastic jug full of yellow pee. So we solved that problem. And we didn't need to educate them. They immediately saw it and bought it. But the price, we do need, this is something, our number one comment on ads is like a $69 pee bottle. What is this, Way too expensive. So I don't know how to educate them. Maybe we need to target more premium people. So we'll see on that.
That's a great question. I mean, I think it's value. I don't think it's education. I think people feel the value. You were talking about Steve Jobs, and you talked about the Mac and how beautiful it feels when you open a box.
It's true, yeah.
And I was talking to Alan yesterday, and I said, I don't think I would ever buy a Samsung phone. Don't quote me on this, but I don't think I will. And the reason why I don't even know if it's better than the Apple or not. I don't care. I'm just such a big fan of the brand Apple. I love the feeling of pre-ordering and picking or delivering or getting, or the concept they've developed, the strategy and the experience around the phone or the iPad or the earpieces or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But when you open it, I just feel so happy. Instead of being upset because I don't have a cable or a box to charge, I'm happy because they designed it so well that I don't even compare. I mean, we're paying over $1,000 for a phone.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, it's true.
And yet
it's
I
true.
don't think about it. I work to save to have my phone because it's value. Is it the best compared to someone else? I have no idea. I don't have the time to compare the phone one to the other. I just know that the phone gives me exactly what I need when I need it, in a beautiful design, easy to understand, easy to save me to do what I do, right? And I think that's the value that you give. So what is the value that Peaceport is giving your consumer?
Yeah.
Like you said,
The
dignity,
same. Yeah.
beautiful, good looking. You've mentioned it a couple of times. Design, opening it,
Yeah.
maybe adventure.
Adventure, freedom, relief. We're selling relief. I mean, imagine everybody's had this problem. You really had to pee.
100%.
Think back when you really had to pee, right? And it was like
When you
terrible,
think of-
especially
when you
after
think of
coffee.
this cup, right? This cup is actually wood. It's handmade. It's
Yeah.
never going to be the same that if I gave it to you on a
Beautiful
plastic
cup.
made in China cup. Nothing wrong with China. It's just it's the craftsmanship of making it by hand. When you're working with such an artisan coffee, it makes a difference. And of course, it's going to be more expensive. And if they don't understand it, they don't understand it. It's not for them. If you're comparing our coffee to Dunkin' Donuts coffee, we're always going to lose because you're thinking price.
Yeah.
And if you're not thinking made in the U.S., grown in the U.S., in Puerto Rico, working with farmers, micro farms, then you don't get it. It's not a product for you. So price cannot be the only determining factor on the products we consume.
Yeah.
So it's value, I believe.
I agree with you 100%. And also, just like with Apple, the experience, I strongly believe in the beautiful packaging, high quality everything. Also, it's more fun to build a business where everything is nice and high quality, versus large scale, as
Right.
cheap as possible. It competes on price. It doesn't excite me, honestly.
Now, in your case, Henry, you travel quite a bit. You've been to over 70 countries, so your brain is really open to many ideas because you see many different things. So actively, without you even trying, every time you travel, you see something different, new culture, new language, new color skin, new accents, and you automatically understand and see more things. What do you tell someone that's in a small town? They have an idea, but they're not able to execute because the world around them, it's problems and obstacles, and you can't, and just get a job and stop dreaming.
Well, the environment is extremely important. There's two types of people. Nothing wrong with either type. One type is, you stay in your small town, you're happy, you get married in high school, and you live an amazing life. Why not? The other type is you need to do something.
Right.
So for this type of person, the environment is extremely important. So if you move to the place with the type of people you want to be around, move to New York, move to the big city, especially if you're young, I think it's really important. Move to the right environment because environment shapes us. Environment is everything. Yeah, and it's the same with, again, back to beautiful packaging and let's talk about Amazon, Jeff Bezos. The culture they built was also amazing customer service. Right? If there's a problem, they refund you. We do the same thing. This is also sort of a mindset being around this type of environment that good service, good products, good design. You got to go to the right environment. Yeah.
100%. 100%. Thank you.
Leave the small town if that's who you are.
Great.
Also, nothing wrong with staying in the small town and living a good life, but depends who you are.
But I think you said it right. I think the environment, even if you're in a small town, find new friends, right? Find people that are aligned with your thinking. You and I met at a Tony Robbins event. That's what we're building, because we are looking and investing in our state of mind. And I think that's who you want to be around. That's why I follow you. I don't follow a lot of people on social media. I always say I'm a content creator, not a content consumer. But who I consume, I want to make sure it's people that align, that I admire, that I inspire, that I want to see their journey. I want to see what happens in 5 years, 10 years, because I'm interested and intrigued by personalities or behaviors or state of minds.
Yeah, things change so fast. Yeah, we'll see. What happens. It's going to be crazy. Wow.
So, where are you living now?
It's a good question.
You were in Indonesia last, no?
Portugal.
Portugal.
I was in Portugal for, I usually go back to the same place. I go to the place where the environment suits me at the time. So right now I'm happy to be in New York because I'm in build mode.
Great.
Got the energy of the city, the ambitious people around. So I'm building. And then, maybe in a few months, maybe in a year, when I need to reset, some peace, some quiet to think about the next strategies, you need the quiet space in between build mode.
Right.
Then I will go somewhere with more nature, relaxing. And of course I have a girlfriend too who travels, so we have to plan our trips together.
Where is she now?
She's in Dubai now.
Dubai.
Yeah.
So you'll be in New York for how long?
It depends on, I'm here to do media stuff for the Shark Tank episode and for P-Sport and for my own personal fun. I like doing media stuff. I just started doing stand-up in New York for fun.
Good for you.
Different comedy shows talking about peeing.
Wow.
This is my first time doing stand-up like a week ago.
I want to go see you. When are you doing one?
Maybe next week. We'll see.
Let me know.
I
would love to go.
It was very fun. I just share the story. I make pee jokes. Yeah. It's good to be in New York now because of the energy.
Great.
Yeah.
So we might see you more often here?
Yeah. I love New York.
Amazing. Okay, so give us value. Let's wrap this up. Someone has an idea, they don't know how to execute. What do you tell them?
Take action, and action will give you information. So just execute on anything you can think of.
I executed. I don't know how to run ads. How do I learn? What do I do? What are my resources?
I don't know how to run ads. That's true, yeah. So I think the reason Facebook is a multi-trillion plus dollar company is because it's a money-making machine. You put in $1, you get back $2, $3, $4. So I would say right now, at least in this moment, you just need really good creatives, good ads. So the Facebook machine sort of does the rest. You just need, with Sora 2, AI, all these things, you can make really good creatives. So just make better ads.
What makes a good creative?
A good hook, first few seconds, hook the people, and how the product improves the person's life.
How do you land a gig at Shark Tank or 10 minutes there?
Apply. Just apply, yeah. And then they go to castings, they do castings, apply, do castings, and see what happens.
I'm developing my product. I love what I do. I just don't know how to price it because it seems too expensive because I made it, so I don't want to be too expensive. What do I do? What's the right price?
The right price is, again, value. What is the value? Right? The P-Sport value is again, it's a beautiful, it solves a problem that people would pay a lot of money for. Like, especially an old man who has to pee every hour, you would pay a lot of money versus a shitty plastic jug for a good pee bottle. Yeah, price it as high as the higher the better. I would start high and then see what happens.
Great. What do you see in AI? How do I incorporate AI into my strategy?
Oh man, AI is crazy. It's just going to change in 2 weeks. In 1 month, everything changes. I'm excited for what's going to happen in the next year with AI. Like in 5-10 years, there's going to be Tesla robots everywhere.
Right.
But now it's going to be like just in the ad industry. What people are doing, like you can't tell the difference anymore. If it's a real person, it's like
crazy.
Like holding the P-Sport, holding a coffee, you don't know if it's a real person or not. And you can set up AI agents, like N8N is a sort of one of the platforms, You can set up AI agents to automatically make the creatives, automatically make the copy, and post them, like hundreds a week. Like I don't know, things are changing fast.
3 apps that are very beneficial to you today that you can share with us so we can use.
3 apps. Well, again, with AI, like, I don't what apps do I use? I don't use that many apps, Brandon. I use Notes.
Okay.
Apple Notes.
Apple Notes, great. How do you use
Keep it simple.
Okay.
Yeah, I keep it simple. I don't know. A lot of people use like Trello, Asana, all these things. I don't know. I keep it simple. I just use Notes.
Okay.
I write what I need to do, like a to-do list.
Do it.
And I put in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I organize it that way.
What's your favorite AI platform?
My favorite AI platform? I've been using ChatGPT for a while. Gemini has been good. Gemini Pro 3 right now is very good. Grok I'm experimenting with. Sora 2 for videos. Yeah, those are the top.
Great. Your favorite AI agent developer? I think you mentioned it already.
N8N is like a system that you can do flows to automate posting and stuff.
Great. Website host, favorite?
Website.
The hosting?
Website host. Well, if you're selling products online, definitely Shopify is number 1. Yeah.
How important is SEO now?
SEO. I think it's changing. Like a lot of people are doing AI optimized SEO, like posting on Quora, posting on Reddit, and trying to get on ranking with AI. So that's changing very fast.
Okay. Do you use it? You do it?
It's on the list for our team to do.
How important is SEM to you?
We run Facebook ads, Google ads, TikTok ads. So Google is like number 2.
So Google, TikTok, and Meta. Which was number 1?
Meta is number 1.
Meta is number 1. Instagram?
Yeah,
Particularly
including
or
Instagram.
Facebook?
Both, yeah.
Both. Do you use anything for WhatsApp within the Meta group?
For WhatsApp? No, not yet.
Not
no.
yet.
Well,
Okay. And then TikTok would be number 2?
TikTok would be after Google, the last
Really?
one. Yeah, for
So
now.
Meta, Google, and TikTok.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super interesting.
And organic is somewhere in there. I don't know which one.
Right. Do you do blogs?
We do. We have some articles. I don't know. I haven't seen much ROI on them yet.
Right.
So I think that's changing. We'll see.
I think they're still important.
And also, our business is going to change rapidly. I don't know what's going to happen. We could go into retail. We could go
Right.
to military, hospitals.
You talked about building brick and mortar. It's important for you.
Yeah. I don't know how. Yeah. One of my dreams is I want to have like a farm. I want to have a physical business, create a hospitality experience.
I've been
kinda like
inviting you to Puerto Rico forever.
I need to go.
You need to go. You can stay without me. We have cabins. They're not like super. I know you go to a very fancy, but ours are very sustainable and ecological. Like we don't have everything's electric.
It's amazing. Yeah,
it's
I love
Puerto
it.
Rico. Sometimes we don't have electricity, and that's
It's
okay.
fine.
We just
That's
enjoy
fine. Yeah.
life.
I want to be in nature. Yeah.
That's what we do.
I want to have a bunch of animals, donkeys.
That's what we have.
Capybaras.
We have one donkey only, but we have
You have a
ostriches
donkey?
and animals and horses and chickens and a whole fish, and it's 103 acres. That is,
Okay.
they're full of life.
I'm coming.
Coffee. It's amazing. It's
I'm
the
coming.
best.
Yeah.
It's 2 hours away from the city, so some of the best humans you're ever gonna meet because they're so humble, yet they have a blue passport and they choose to stay there. Because they have a blue passport like yours and mine. They could get on a plane and be in New York and make whatever they make, but they choose to live in the countryside Puerto Rico. And
Yeah.
I think that's very valuable.
I agree,
They
100%.
choose to stay there.
Yeah, nature is very important.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, Henry, thank you so much. We're going to be putting a lot of clips here, and it's exciting, and I'm excited to see you grow and to follow the
Thank you.
journey. And I want to travel with you. I want to go to one of your retreats.
Yeah, soon.
I want to. Anything you want to say to wrap it up?
No, it's been very inspiring watching you as well. Like,
you.
again, I want to build a physical hospitality experiences. So
Let's talk about
it's
it.
tough, but it's a labor of love, I'm sure.
It is. I love what I do. But you're right. I think that's where we're heading. Coffee has been the excuse. That's the drink we enjoy, and it's great, and we've made amazing relationships. But I really think hospitality as an experience, as hotel, it's what's next for us.
Yeah, the age of AI, people are going to want in person. Like, it's going to grow. It's only going up.
It's only going up, and I think nature and organic is the future.
I agree.
So if we can integrate dopamine and happiness to touching and learning, we have a bright future ahead of us.
100%, yeah. Excited to see it.
Thank you. Come over, please.
For sure, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay!
Yeah, give your hug.
Yes.
Si esto te dio valor, suscríbete.